Hello everyone. Last time I made a video was about 4 weeks ago or so. We talked about setting up this new tank right here, which is behind me and set up now, and very different initially from what we may have talked about in that video. But I wanted to show you what it is now. It's about 2 weeks old, and it looks pretty good for a 2-week-old tank. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, and here it is. We have the Fluval F60 aquarium, and I enjoy it. It looks pretty nice. The whole stand and the rimless tank, and it's a nice tank. It's a drilled tank. I mean, just to catch up, it's got this cabinet. Under there is a cheap canister filter. Just it's called a Marina F80, CF60, something like that. A CF80 maybe. Difficult to see, but it's just plumbed through there. Initially, I tried to use this Filter Smart thermo filter from Awaze, but it didn't work out. Connections wouldn't work, but that's quite all right. As I said, the tank is about 2 weeks old or so. It's running this wonky setup here, the E series from Twin Star. It lights it up nicely. This piece of wood is kind of exactly, not quite, but almost exactly what I wanted, and I'm enjoying it. It's got the film growing on it, so we have a couple of Nerite snails in there. There's one of them, and there's a few more somewhere in the tank to help kind of munch on it. We have this little, I'm using it to kind of just to stir up this filter right here, to kind of stir up some waste as the tank gets a bit more established. And we have a sand path right here, or going to be a sand path that we're going to clean up a little bit whenever after things get settled in a bit more. But yeah, I think it looks all right. There are several plants in here. We have here's the CO2. It's just the Neo CO2, and could be a little bit more CO2 in there. I for the first, since I set it up the day after setting up this tank, and it was quite green the whole time, so slowing down just a tad as it gets cooler outside. But this carpet has grown quite nicely. This is a dwarf clover. We have the mini scarlet temple, a chain sword, some Ludwigia palustris, I believe. Then we have more chain sword, Liliopsis brasiliensis right here, waiting for that to carpet. And we have 3 little things of little stems of S. repens, 3 of these pink flamingo crypts that are not pink, but as we keep fertilizing and adding iron into the tank, then they will, and they get better nutrients as it evolves and grows in, then hopefully it will, go back to the pink that it was. Some crypticorn Becketi pechi, then kind of just scattered throughout. I want to plant this is a guppy grass, some naja, so I want to kind of plant it in between the stems back there, as we have a piece right there. But there's just some scarlet temple in the back. Over here is difficult to see, but this longleaf right here and right there is Cryptospiralis. Of course, we got all the Limnophila heterophylla and the regular just Scarlet Temple, not the mini, just the regular one that'll get tall. And then all these crinkly leaves are Cryptobalensi. We have a Ponegeton longiplumiosus, or however you say it, I'm not quite sure. But that's, I want these crypts and hairgrass to spread and make a nice fill in there, and going to trim the stems to try and make it nice and fill in, as well as put some of this Najas in there to fill in as well. I want it to be very dense. Put some Najas there and let the Ludwigia fill in nicely. And these crypts kind of make a nice area right here. Once more, I'm going to fill in the sand and, adjust this little sand path. But here's about what it looks like at eye level. Going to add some moss and maybe some Java fern up at the top to kind of, I don't want to say hide that, but kind of fill in the gap right here up top. Of course, these plants in the back will get taller, but we don't want to get them too tall. But it's been a long few weeks, so I haven't got to make a video. Wanted to take a few minutes and do that now. Give you an update and share some things, and we're gonna continue to watch this tank evolve and take whatever lessons we can out of it and learn and grow, and hopefully we can educate and inspire to set up another aquascape. So I am enjoying this. What fish do you think we should put in here? I've got a few options. One of my options is, what I'm leaning towards is the SBA Resbora. But also a nice group of neons to break up the green and the red. I think a nice group of either cardinals or neons would be beautiful in this tank. Maybe about 16 or 20 or so. But SBA Resboras, I've never kept those before, and they're gorgeous fish. Once this fills in, we'll get a better idea. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching.